Hello and welcome to the fragrant world of Melanie Jane. I am going to show you today how to make my secret insomniac remedy. It's not going to make you into insomnia, it's going to cure your insomnia. I'm telling you, this potion, we've got these beautiful oils here, is going to knock you out faster than Muhammad Ali. It's absolutely wonderful. It's got valerian root, and I'm going to use a base of fractionated coconut oil in this remedy. Now, this is a pulse point remedy. So I'm going to use about 30 drops in this today, and this is a 7 ml roller remedy. I'm using fractionated coconut oil. Don't use the regular coconut oil or organic coconut oil because it'll just go solid, and we don't want that. Fractionated coconut oil doesn't do that. So one of my first things, of course, it's the oil that everybody goes to for relaxation. It's lavender. It's high in natural chemicals called esters and aldehydes. Now, I want to say something about chemical free. I mean, I hear this bounded around a lot, chemical free. There's no such thing. Everything is a chemical. Salt and water is a chemical. So just bear that in mind next time. So with the lavender, I'm actually going to put quite a lot. I'm going to put 12 drops. Okay, and we can just put it straight in there. What's a good idea while you're working? If you have that, then just to save time, you can keep your pipette in the bottle. Then the next one that we're going to be going for is Melissa. Melissa, otherwise known as lemon balm, the most adulterated oil in aromatherapy and in essential oils. It's absolutely delightful. It will cost you for this bottle about 200 dirhams. So if you find a bottle of Melissa that's about $10 or 10 dirhams, it's not Melissa, trust me. And it's because the oil yield is so low from the leaves, but it's actually a sedative, and it's actually a happy oil. It's said to chase away black thoughts. So you've got a double whammy there. It's going to help you to sleep. It's going to relax you, but then it's also going to, well, make you happy. So because it's so expensive, I'm going to be really mean, and I'm just going to use 2 drops of it. So 1, 2, there we go. That's enough. And that's all you need. With aromatherapy, seriously, less is more. People tend to think that a little bit more is going to be better, and it's really not. When you think about the rose, and it takes 36 roses to make a single drop, imagine how much power these oils actually have in them. Then I'm going to put 5 drops of geranium oil here. And geranium, again, a relaxing and balancing oil, so I love that very much, and it's got that lovely little rosy smell without having to use the very expensive Rose Otto. And then again, next we've got bergamot, which comes from the bitter orange tree, and it comes from the peel of the bitter oranges that's too bitter to eat. I think they might use them in marmalade making or something like that. But yeah, mostly from Italy you'll get this. In Bergamo in Italy, 90% of the world's bergamot actually comes from there. So we're going to put 6 drops of the bergamot. Now, because it's from the orange, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, beautiful, beautiful orange colour. With the citrus oils, you will notice that they'll have this lovely, if it's lemon, it'll have a lemon. If it's orange, it'll have this little orangey hue. And the older it gets, the colour actually fades. So if you get a citrus oil that doesn't have a colour, then it probably is a good clue that it's actually quite old. So perhaps stay clear of it. But bergamot is actually second, even though it's from a citrus fruit. Bergamot is second to lavender for its relaxing properties, and also excellent for anxiety. If I'm going to go and do a public speech or something like that, I always take some bergamot with me and just put that on my pulse points. And then I am going to put just 2 drops of frankincense. This is a beautiful oil. Frankincense is also a very good oil if you're suffering from shock or even grief. It's a wonderful oil for that. And then we've got orange, also another very happy oil. It's like bergamot, but slightly on a different scale. It's a lot sweeter because it's from the sweet orange, but again, it's very uplifting. And it's a very uplifting oil. And you can see now this is a lot clearer. This is because I've had this oil for quite some time. So this oil isn't as yellow or orangey as what the bergamot was. So that's a good indication as to your oils. So with the orange now, we're going to put, I think, 4 drops. Perfect. And when it comes to making blends, you need to think about the fragrance triangle. So with aromatherapy, you need to not just think about what oils am I going to do? Okay, this is great for sleeping, this is great for relaxing, this is great for energizing, etc. I'm going to put some, if you want energizing, I'm going to put some rosemary and some nutmeg in there to wake myself up. But it needs to smell nice. And that's how I started my journey, is making things smell absolutely beautiful. So think about the fragrance triangle. If you don't know what that is, then I've got a perfume course online, or you can come to one of my classes and I'll explain further. But if we look at the neroli, that again, a very expensive oil, probably as much, sometimes more expensive than Rose Otto, again because it's from the flowers of the bitter orange tree, and it's solvent, this is steam distilled actually. You get orange blossom. Now orange blossom is from the same flower as neroli, but it's actually solvent extracted. So that you can learn in one of my classes. I don't want to go on about that. I want to show you this beautiful oil that I actually used in an oil that I used to treat my depression over 20 years ago. And because it's so expensive, again, like the Melissa, I am just going to add 2 drops. And it's absolutely delightful. It's quite got a smoky hue as well. So you need to think about the oils when you're actually using them. What's that oil? Not just for its therapeutic properties, what's it bringing to the party fragrance wise? And when you look at the triangle, you look at a top note, a heart note and a base note. If you can get that into a remedy, it's brilliant. You'll get those beautiful notes that you get on introduction of the fragrance. And then I'm going to add valerian root now, which is a base note, and this is going to help with the longevity of it. But this, oh my goodness, valerian root is one of my favorite oils, but I don't like the smell. It really does stink. And I used to make oils, and although I said, no, really, it'll cure insomnia, they're like, I don't care, it stinks. But you have to use it, you really do, and you don't have to use much. As long as you make a beautiful blend with all of the other oils, you can keep it hidden. And it can actually remain hidden in the blend, but yet it still has its beautiful therapeutic properties. So this is from the root of the valerian, and it has such sedative qualities that I'm telling you, if you use this in a blend at night time, you will sleep like a baby. Now, there's actually a brand, I think it's called Song Night, and they have 2 ingredients in it. It's a natural sleeping remedy, and it's got Melissa and it's got valerian root in it. And you can take that, but the thing with taking valerian root internally is it's great, but don't take it for long term because it can actually cause hair loss. And when I was suffering from anxiety and panic attacks a few years ago, I was taking the valerian root tablets, and I was taking them for over a month, maybe 6 weeks, and I started to notice that my hair was thinning. So just be really mindful of that if you do take valerian internally. And there you go, you've got an absolutely beautiful, give it a gorgeous little shake. This is in fractionated coconut oil, so it's not going to go solid, it's not going to go rancid either. It lasts longer than any of the nut oils, so use either jojoba or fractionated coconut oil for a remedy, because it will actually increase the shelf life. So there you go, Insomniac Remedy by Melanie Jane. You're welcome.